Hi everyone, and welcome to the Prost Exchange, where we discuss business, technology, and entertainment trends, and a lot more. I'm your host, Mr. Baffy. Please like, share, and subscribe, and if you have any recommendations on future content you would like to see, please comment that down below. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so to get started, the title of today's video is, What is Helium, and how much money has my Bobcat Miner made? This is a continuation of last week's part 1 video where we did an unboxing of a Helium miner called the Bobcat 300 IoT hotspot device, along with a brief tutorial on how to set it up right out of the box. If you missed that video, you can find that linked in the description below. When we return, we're going to discuss what Helium is and its IoT ecosystem, and as a bonus, I'm even going to show you how much profit my miner has made me to date. So be sure to stay tuned until the very end. Alright, let's get started. Okay, welcome back. So here we are on CoinMarketCap.com. For those of you who aren't familiar with what CoinMarketCap.com is, it's basically a one-stop shop of all and every single cryptocurrency asset that you can think of. They're typically listed in order from their market cap size. So you have Bitcoin as the highest market cap asset, followed by Ethereum and some stable coins and so on and so forth. You can filter this out and customize it to your preference, and you can also look at different subcategories within cryptocurrency space. Awesome tool. This isn't used to supplement all of your research per asset, right? But it's a great landing platform for you to be able to understand what to research for each asset and then expand on that further. So we're going to go to the search bar here and type in HNT, which is the ticker symbol for Helium. And as you click on your asset, any asset for that matter, you're going to see this same page pull up where it tells you the name, the logo, the rank by market cap, the price of your asset, and all that other information. Right now, to note that this is a $1.1 billion market cap. A few years ago, you only saw $1 billion market cap for your top 10 coins. Now you're seeing that for your top 100 coins. It was very unusual to see a 70 ranked coin at $1 billion. And that just goes to show you the maturity of the overall cryptocurrency space. And you're going to see that become more common as more institutional and retailer investors pile into the space. So it's really exciting to see the top 100 coins in the $1 billion market cap area. As you continue, you can see a variety of different resources here from their website, community. The better the asset, the more of a robust community they're going to have, so always look for that. Source code, white papers, etc. So we'll explore that in a little bit more depth. Some other cool tools and features is you can toggle between night and day mode. I prefer night mode because it's a little easier on my eyes. As we scroll down here, you can do some technical analysis here. You can switch over to trading view, and you have a pretty cool interactive graph that allows you to kind of draw and chart on it. So you can kind of chart your wedges out if you know how to do all that. This is just kind of messing around there, but so pretty cool. Click from a variety of different indicators and all kinds of other tools. So this is a good starting point if you want to analyze any trends on the charts. You can also do that here. As you continue down, just more information consolidated that we already reviewed. You can see more, but this kind of helps you put together a solid technical analysis of the overall performance of the asset you're looking at. What I really wanted to get down to, though, here is, aside from the live price data, is what the asset is that you're evaluating. So I'm going to read off what Helium is here, and we'll expand on this a little further on their websites. So Helium is a decentralized blockchain-powered network for the Internet of Things. Launched in 2019, the Helium mainnet allows low-powered wireless devices to communicate with each other and to send data across its network nodes. Nodes come in the form of hotspots, which are a combination of wireless gateways and blockchain mining devices. Users who operate nodes mine and earn rewards in Helium's native cryptocurrency, HNT. The goal of Helium is to prepare the IoT communication of the future by identifying inadequacies in the current infrastructure from its birth in 2013. So some more fundamental analysis as you scroll down, typically you can see who your founders are. And then from there, I personally recommend that you find these founders, go follow them on Twitter, Google them, look them up on LinkedIn, learn as much as you can about them, because it's their background and their leadership that is essentially going to determine the success of the community they're building around them, as well as the investment capital they can raise to accomplish their technical roadmap and other aspects of growing a cryptocurrency technology and company. And as you scroll down, you can typically read more about the fundamentals of your asset. So I'm going to leave this link in the description. Please spend the time to explore CoinMarketCap.com and anything you'd like to learn about Helium there. So as we scroll up, I have some tabs pre-open, but we'll click on Whitepaper and kind of see what that looks like. But again, you can, on your own time, go to CoinMarketCap.com, click on their white paper, and you can kind of dig into the more granular aspects of the asset that way. Here's a little block diagram of how the miners work in their gateways and overall blockchain ecosystem and how the mining actually works. So pretty interesting. I always enjoy going through the technical analysis of the white papers. It's a lot of fun and interesting. Okay, so here's their website. Scrolling down here, I just wanted to give you a brief overview of the main talking points here. So you have tokens and data credits, proof of coverage, and Helium Long 5. Took some notes here that I'm going to read off that kind of go into a little bit more detail, but not much. Again, the idea here is to give you the resources to be able to do some exploring on your own. So the People's Network is what Helium refers to its network as. So the People's Network uses 2 units of exchange, HNT, which is a cryptocurrency asset we were just looking at on CoinMarketCap, and then data credits. Hotspots earn HNT by transferring data from nearby devices. The more data transferred, the larger the reward. In a little bit, we're going to review the ecosystem where we actually see use cases on what type of data is being transmitted and what that means for you in terms of earning more Helium. Hotspots also earn HNT by building the network and by participating in what's called proof of coverage, or POC. That's how I'm currently earning my Helium in mining right now. POC is an algorithm that autonomously verifies that all the hotspots are real and located where they say they are. In order to send data over the network, devices must use data credits. Fixed in value, data credits are created by burning HNT, reducing the total supply to achieve a burn and mint equilibrium. So, the amount the network grows, you'll always have a stable amount of credits to HNT ratio, right? And as a network grows, right? You'll have a supply and demand evened out. What's leveraged here is the Helium Long Fi. So this combines low power, long range LoRaWAN, which is a wireless protocol, with the Helium blockchain. LoRaWAN stands for Long Range Wide Area Network and is pretty standard for wireless communications that allow IoT devices to communicate over long distances. Now, let's explore this ecosystem. This is where it gets pretty cool and you can actually see um, how it's being utilized, right? So if we go to users here, here are some of the companies using um, the IoT network and what type of information you can get an idea of that they're transferring over their network. So like asset tracking, for example, agriculture, this is probably for, drones using imaging sensors of a variety to, surveillance the quality of the agriculture. Is it too hot? There's too much water over here and not enough water, right? And then taking that data through IoT gateways and transmitting it. Air monitoring, so the quality of your air, so there's a variety of different sensors used here for detecting certain gases and wind and all that, right? And that data is going to be transferred wirelessly over these Helium networks. And as you transmit these variety uh, types of information, right, the more complex and the more amount of data you have, the more Helium you're going to be rewarded. It goes to continue like the care band and health monitoring with wearable connected technology, asset monitoring, more asset tracking, and also for consumers like pet tracking. We all know, whether you're in Austin or Seattle or LA, etc., that Lime bikes and scooters are littered all over the place, right? So, here's another use case for that, and so much more, right? As we continue exploring this, there's community tools like Argon, and who's the staking provider, so you can actually stake your Helium and earn even more that way. And there's all kinds of other hotspot management tools here, network analytics, optimizing your hotspot. This is going to be key to earning and maximizing the amount of Helium you can earn per your hotspot. You have other integrations, so other IoT toolkits you can integrate into your hotspot and add more value to the network that way. Now, let's kind of look at the Bobcat Miner real quick and the technology that drives this particular miner we're covering today. So if you viewed the part 1 video, this was the unboxing that we did and the miner that I have currently operating that we're going to view here in a moment and see what kind of profits this thing is earning. So here's some of the product features. They bucketed these things into 6. We have LongFi, which we kind of covered, right? It's a technology architecture that combines LoRaWAN and the Helium blockchain. You have your antenna, which provides a wider network coverage, meaning better proof of coverage results in increased HNT earnings. And that's how I'm currently earning the bulk of my Helium today, since I don't have any sensors or anything transmitting additional data over my hotspot. It comes with a quad-core processor. So that's an industrial grade Rockchip PX30, a high performance quad core application processor designed for high-end commercial applications. You have a 64 gigabyte storage built in with eMMC flash for better data security and larger memory storage. Data security here is particularly important in the IoT space. You have an OTA update, which stands for over-the-air updates, so you can remotely change the miner's location settings without having to send it back to the manufacturer. I've had to make a few updates myself on my settings, which were really convenient to do. And then what I covered in the first video, an awesome aspect that's a big game changer here, is how low powered this thing is. It uses as little as a 5-watt light bulb, which consumes less than 0.12 kilowatt hour electricity per day. So you're not even going to see this thing register on your energy bill, which compared to other traditional forms of mining like ASIC mining for Bitcoin, this thing is night and day. So pretty awesome. So that's the core technology here of the Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, but Helium Miner. And the Bobcat's created for us to earn more. So if we go back to Helium, there's this button called the Explore, and that's where we're on now. So you can explore any number of hotspot devices, whether you're in a big dense area, or you can even go way out in, the middle of nowhere to hotspots like, I don't know, who's out here? Stable Midnight, Dalmatian. They're probably not earning much. How about this guy? Alert Brunette Barbell. Goofy name. So shout out to those guys who are probably, a little frustrated, right? But we go back to my hotspot here. Faithful Zinc Millipede, not the best name either. Again, these names are awarded at random, and we'll probably see a few other really funny ones. I'm kind of jealous of some of the other ones out there, actually. So we click on my hotspot, and my information is pulled up here. Quick note, my hotspot's currently being relayed here, which means my hotspot isn't optimized right now. So my transmit scale should be at 1.0. Right now I'm at, less than half that at 0.48. The other day that was at 0.56. So, right now I'm yellow and I need to be green. However, I'm still earning a good amount of HNT, and what that effectively means, if I'm not mistaken, is it's a multiplier when I actually get a witness on my network when I'm transmitting data. So it will use that as a multiplier. So you want that number to be higher. And that's if my memory serves me correctly. I can probably actually just click on that. Here we go. Yeah. So your transmit scale is a multiplier that is applied to rewards of any hotspots that witness you. The scale also affects how many rewards you receive as a challenger. This doesn't mean your rewards will be low though. So my status is synced. So I am over a, paired with my network, and, I have a good standing status. You can check out your activity, your witnesses. Again, I only have newly formed witnesses here, so only 4, but that's where my multiplier is at. So once I get my multiplier fixed, which, I did a little bit more homework here, all you got to do is log into my router network and do what's called port forwarding. So do a, TCP ports 44158 deal, and then that will fix that issue. So I'll take care of that sometime this week. So here's the big reveal, guys. How much money has my miner earned me? I've had it up for about 10 and a half, 11 days, 11 days at midnight. And so far, my earnings in the last 24 hours is higher than 1.5 helium. If I go to 7 days, that is 7.7 helium. And if I go to 30 days, over 10.9 helium, almost 11, equating out to $137.46. That is over $1 a day of passive income residually being earned with a router mounted to my window in my living room. I paid approximately $430 for this router. And so if we factor in the average at the end of 1 month, I'll have well over $400, totally covering and recouping my initial investment cost. So that's a big win. By the end of the year, I should have a minimal several hundreds of extra dollars in passive income. And that is just with a proof of coverage work, giving me minimal rewards and not incorporating any other more complex and robust data being transmitted when I actually connect any IoT sensors to my network. So there's a lot of progress to be made here. Pretty exciting stuff, and I'm pretty happy with my results so far.
So there you have it. Now you have a basic understanding of what Helium and the People's Network is all about and where to find it to learn more. So what do you think? Was it worth my time and money? I did a brief calculation here, and if Helium was to meet its previous all-time high of $25, and I have an average rate of return of 1 Helium per day with my miner, with my current POC algorithm, I stand to make a little over $9,000 in just the first year alone, at a minimum. So, I think so. Comment down below what your thoughts are and if you'll be getting a Helium miner as well, and of course if you need any help getting it set up out of the box. I'm Mr. Baffy and this was Prost Exchange. Thanks for stopping by and we'll see you next time.